Hi, I'm Scott, and this is Scott Rides Wicked Rides.
All right. Well, I finally got a phone call back from one of my buddies that had the search out, and long story short, I got me a 10-bolt rear end. I'm going to pick it up right now. The only downfall is it's a six lug, so I don't know. Kind of talked to a couple of the guys, and they said it should work. I found an OBS rear end too, 10-bolt, so that's going to be here hopefully next week, beginning of the week. Right after that, I got the call on the square body rear end. One's $200, one's $50. So I'm like, well, whatever. Between the two of them, I'll have one hopefully rear end that I can put in sketchy, and we could use it for now. And I'll still have the 12 bolt or the 12 bolt for the future. So, hot rod power tours yesterday. Today's already looking up. Can't wait to start messing with sketchy more. Here we go. How's it going today? We're gonna do something a little different. We're gonna introduce my first car I ever bought. I was 14 years old, and I bought that 1990 Daytona in the background. So let's go check it out. All right, what you're looking at, 1990 Dodge Daytona Shelby. Not a numbered Shelby car, it's just a Shelby sticker because I had turbo. But I've had this since I was 14, so 25 years ago now. And yep, she's been blown up. She's been through a lot of stuff, man. This is on engine number 5. I gutted it out when I was 16, so it's got absolutely no interior in it. And yeah, like I said, I know more about this than I do about anything else I got. We got 34 pounds of boost to it. I love it because you can't even see the turbo. Nope. All you can see is just all kinds of cobbled up stuff that looks like it's just a pile of shit. And got like 210,000 on the odometer, so everybody thinks it's about ready to blow up. Got me a shoestring holding in my gauges just for the looks. Yep. For that boost gauge, it'll hit that first rivet on the right hand side, so we call that 34. But yeah, nothing in the back. No roll cage because you don't want nobody thinking it's fast. Front wheel drive, so it really ain't fast compared to stuff nowadays. But yep, built this when I was 14. I ain't seen too many taillights.
How's it going? It is, what is today? Today is Saturday. We went on a memorial cruise with our biker buddies at the bar. We went over to the local Veterans Memorial nursing home, and they all got to come outside and they all got to see the bikes. We got to make some noise. They introduced a stone that they put outside for memory of all the veterans and thanking them for coming home. Yeah, it was a very nice day. There was a pretty decent turnout. Everybody was very happy. Everybody got there and back safe. It was a good thing. And then everybody went back to the bar and they did a pig roast. So we got to enjoy most of our day today on Saturday. This week has kind of been just a blow off week, it feels like. But um, yeah, I got my 10 bolt rear end. We're getting some parts for that. We're doing some measurements. I got some 5 lug axles coming for it. I got actually a couple different rear ends we found, so we're gonna make one of them work. Um, so yeah, gathering up those parts. They're all supposed to be here on Tuesday. We've been going back and forth to the drag strip a bunch. We went to Hot Rod Power Tour on Tuesday. We did some dug out my Daytona on Wednesday because we went to Power Tour. I kind of wanted to dig my car back out, so we did a little thing on that. Yep. Tomorrow is sick summer up at Byron Drag Strip, so we're gonna go there next, and we're gonna go check out some drag racing. Um, oh yeah, one thing that was cool this week when we went and picked up the rear end, the guy's shop that I stopped at, he had a welding table and he did some random jobs. One particular car he had outside. I think it was a Jaguar on like a 4x4 chassis. And well, you get to looking at it and it's kind of pieced together and it's kind of different. And well, underneath the hood, it had a 12 valve Cummins. So it's pretty neat. Cummins powered Jaguar on 4x4. And then sitting over next to that was a Mercury Cougar. You don't really get to see the Cougars very often. They're not really sought after like the Torinos and like the Mustangs, but it was really cool to see a nice Mercury Cougar. So hope you guys enjoyed the quick little videos on those two. But we're gonna get ready now for tomorrow, and we're gonna go up to the drag strip again. We're gonna go watch Cletus and Alex Taylor trying to do 200 mile an hour at Byron. Byron for us is a really kind of sketchy track. It's always been really slick at the starting lines, so it's really crazy for me to see these guys do 200 plus at Byron. So I can't wait for that. We're gonna go catch day 0, and you guys are gonna watch that today. And as you guys are watching this, I'll be back up at the drag strip, and I'll be catching day 1 Monday for 6 Summer. But that'll be on next week's video. So I hope you guys like everything that's been going on so far. Hope you guys like everything. I know I hit a speed bump on Sketchy, but we are going back in on it. I got a phone call last night that the cross member has been touched up, painted, and my wheels are painted. And man, they look sick. I don't have the best pictures because I got them from my cousin's phone. So here's the pictures of those. And then I got a stoplight for my birthday. That's kind of cool. I always wanted a stoplight. My dad found 2 of them at a garage sale that was going on here in town. So I got one. He got one. And then I know most people don't really care about the Hot Wheels. I don't think so. But on my birthday, I actually found another treasure hunt. It was kind of cool. Everybody always talks about them. I've never actually seen one. Didn't even know about them until I joined these groups on Facebook and stuff. But yeah, I got a treasure hunt. It's kind of cool. Yep, so there's a couple of my Hot Wheels. And then that should pretty much wrap it up for this week. So let's get back to the drag strip because that's what I like doing more than anything is being at the drag strip. Wish I was racing 200 mile an hour plus, but yeah, my cars ain't really ready for any of that stuff. So here we go. You guys have a great rest of your week. Let's go back to the drag strip.
All right. Well, we are on our way to 6 Week Summer at Byron Drag Strip. This is day 0. So we're going to go hang out with everybody and do the Sam's birthday bash. And if we're one of the first 500 people, we're going to get a t-shirt. So that's what I'm doing right now. It's like 7 o'clock in the morning. They open up at 8. Hopefully I'm one of the first 500. That'd be awesome. All right, well, we made it. 6 Summer.
social media for us throughout the week. Also, Emily Reeves will be joining us on Freedom Plus. And with that being said, folks, let's go racing. First pair is in the water box. Out the back door, just didn't have a 60-foot that he would have liked. That'll bring up one half of the Swindoll family in the supercharged Chevy Nova left-hand side, right inside the third-generation Chevy Camaro. White turbocharged Chevy Malibu. Chevy, and this, Nick Pryor's brand new ride on the left-hand side. Now, for those of you that may recognize the name Nick Pryor was the guy who piloted the 1963 Dipco milk truck. Now, his dad has actually taken over responsible duties for that, the twin-turbo milk truck. This is his new build, the 33 Ford, and it is a two-seater. So somebody was actually brave enough to actually sign up as his co-pilot. This is a twin-turbocharged 427 cubic inch LS motor, and the car has already been in the 730s with only 710s passes so far. He'll end up with a 9.6 gas. That'll bring up Steve Morris, right-hand side. Morris in the Boostmaster wagon. This is a Chevrolet Caprice wagon, and that is actual paint on there. That is not a wood applique or a sticker. That is actual paint in the wood area. Steve actually did a video about this. They paint it, and then they put plastic wrap on it to make the lines and everything, to make it look like wood. Pretty cool. It's an actual all-steel car that still weighs close to 3,600 pounds. And this car has been in the 650 range. He should be one of the top competitors for an overall victory here at Six Summer. He's lined up against the really clean-looking Mopar on the left-hand side of the racetrack. Now, again, you'll notice that I'm not naming off a lot of racers. That's because we are still obviously processing all the tech cars. yourself set up for... That'll bring up our next pair, the Chevrolet C10 pickup truck, right-hand side, left-hand side. The Plymouth Roadrunner.
So if you like what you see, hit that like, subscribe, and notification button because we have new videos coming out every Monday.